Hello everybody, this is me Quan, and today we are reviewing the NewAge Generation 2 Grimlock. Now, I honestly wasn't expecting to talk about any NewAge stuff until after TFCon. Picked them up on eBay for a pretty good deal, so I couldn't really pass it up. I also did pick up a Soundwave, but he's not exactly complete. So, we'll talk about the Soundwave some other time. But, yeah. Anyways. Because he's missing a cassette. He's missing Frenzy, the blue one. But yeah. So yeah, if anybody just has a Frenzy NewAge that they don't want, I'd be willing to buy it. But yeah. Anyways. So we got some hands. We got a sword. Don't know why this is clear though. They could have just molded it in solid plastic. Don't know why. I don't really like that. I think I might paint the sword later, but yeah. Then his gun. Now, what's really fucking stupid, and I think it was just because they're like, oh, we'll just make it the same accessories as the fucking, oh, I got a scratch in the chrome. Oh, no. Yeah, there's some scratch in the chrome. I don't know if you guys can see it. Oh, well. It's from the fucking arm. But yeah. The feet are die cast. Oh shit. The feet are die cast. The chest isn't, but I think there's another piece somewhere in here that's also die cast. I think these arm pieces right here are die cast because they feel kind of cold. No, I think they're just plastic. Yeah, no. Yeah, the wrist parts are plastic, but the feet are definitely die cast. I don't think there's any other joints in here that, at least visible joints, that are solid. Oh, the feet are die cast as well. The robot mode feet. But yeah. Oh yeah, the gun's based off his Generation 1 toy, the missile launcher gun, which did not come with G2 Grimlock, so it's like, what the fuck? And the only one that comes with the Generation 1 looking gun, the other gun that the Generation 1 Grimlock came with, like the double barrel one, you have to buy the Toon version or the, I think it was like the battle damage version that they just releasing, or the clear one. Which is stupid, but that version of Grimlock doesn't come with a sword. Only the G2 or the Generation 1 deco, Generation 1 toy deco one, comes with the fucking sword. Because the other one comes with like the hilt, but it's like a flame effect. That works more for like Dino mode more than anything, and it's like, what? Why? But yeah. Anyways, his legs bend that way because of robot mode. They can't really bend backwards. And yes, this is proper configuration for Dino mode. In robot mode, you push that up. You'll see why, because he'll have gorilla arms otherwise. Or not, like gangly arms, I should say. Yeah, tail can move. It's articulated. I'm just going to say this right now. That really wasn't necessary and would have been totally fine if it's just a solid piece. But yeah. Oh yeah, and then it does move down weirdly. That's only as far as it moves up. This is mostly just for transformation later. But yeah, and then the arms, just, yeah, that's about the movement you get. There should have been a second hinge somewhere in here, so that way you could get more dynamic poses. Instead, you stuck with just G1 toy look. It's like that in the original too. And a thing to mention, although I'm not going to really do it, you could switch out the eyes to the blue eyes. It's tight. You got to like loosen his screw so that way it's not as fucking murdering your fucking fingers. But yeah, I keep him red because that's how the G2 toy was. And yeah. Oh yeah, and to prove my point about the fucking thingy, you can place the sword in here. It looks really fucking stupid. But yeah, the flame effect obviously would look cooler. I'm thinking about picking up the KO of the NewAge Grimlock now since I have this, so I can get my fucking gun and flame effect. And then call it a day. But yeah. But yeah, that's him in Dino mode. Not bad, not bad. And we'll go into robot mode. So shrink those, pull these arms out. Pull them out. Now we want to... okay. You want to untab these parts first. Because untabbing that actually makes this whole fucking process so much easier. You bend that. You bend that. That turns 360. Boop, boop. Turn that in like so. Fold that in. Boop. There you go. Do the same thing for the other side. Okay. And then, hold on, let's move that. Okay, there we go. Fold that. Boop, boop. Alright, there we go. And then a lot of the tech detailing is really nice on here. For like the toy deco. Just fantastic. Okay, so now this is where we kind of... This is the only part I fucking hate. Because like trying to like fucking push this thing is like... It's kind of a pain in the ass. Okay. I think I got it fully up. Not 100% sure. No. Yeah, because I'm having clearance issues. Okay. I'm going to push the back in. You just tab that in like so. And then we're going to pull up. There we go. Once you hear that click, get that. And oh yeah, I'll show you what I mean by the arms. Okay. So once you get that in place, you're all good to go. And then from here, we're just kind of straighten out everything. So we just straighten out these arms. I like to do that with them. Fucking son of a bitch. The hand fell. Oh, fuck. Oh, there it went. Okay, we got it. That was a little bit of a struggle. We gotta transform the hands now. So what you do, open this section up, bring that down, turn that 360, and then fold that back, close that, do the same thing on the other side, boop, boop. Do the same thing. Do the same thing. Boop, boop. There we go. And here we got the NewAge Grimlock. Now here's what I mean by the proportions. Arm too long. Arm perfect. Now the arm looks a little weird because it doesn't look like there's that like connecting piece. But that's actually kind of how the Sunbow model was, so... Yeah, and they're going very slavishly accurate to the Sunbow model, but having some toy detailing, like that's a very toy detailing. Some of the little minor sculpting detailing is a little bit toy. Of course, the tampos are, but on the Toon one, the tampos aren't there. This being clear is more toy, and then the detailing inside is. But on the other one, it's just opaque, so it looks more Toon for the Toon one. And then the molded detailing right here is clearly toy. Like, even if you remove that, it still has a lot of those detailings on there. And, yeah. So we'll put a gun in one arm. He's just simply just remove it, and then you can apply, like, one of these hands on there, for example. But we're going to keep the fist in, because we're going to also put his sword in. I saw a whole lot of videos where people were having it this way. Like that, and I was like, what the fuck? It was making me think you couldn't do that. He can, so I don't know why people are doing that, but yeah. Head articulation, you can look up a crazy ton. You can look down a decent amount. You can get some good side to side. Arms go up about that far. And the wings, if you pull back the dino head, you can pull them back, and then that way you can get better rotation there. You got a little bit greater than 90-degree elbow. Wrist swivels, of course, and then you get your bicep swivel. and then your thigh swivel there, and then it's a little greater than 90 at the knee. You got a pretty good ankle tilt right there. And then the leg can go out about that far. And you can get the leg going out about that far back. And that far forward. So it can't do like the splits that going that way. But I mean, you don't need Grimlock going to some... You can get them pretty much in all the poses you need them to get into. But yeah, poses very well. Oh yeah, and then waist swivel, of course, and ab crunch. The ab crunch does go further, so it could be like tying his shoes. Oh, but yeah, I do love how this figure is beautifully painted. And the tampos again are just really nice. And here's a good look at the head sculpt with the metallic red eyes, which look fucking beautiful. I'm kind of a sucker for G2 Dinobots. I had a G2 Slag. I don't think I have it anymore. And yeah, and I actually have obtained a G2 Grimlock off eBay just not that long ago. It'll be here sometime, so we'll do that as its own video. We're getting close to video 200, and I actually want to do something kind of special for that. So I have prepped probably some non-TF stuff, so that way I can kind of build up. Yeah, so as I was saying before I kind of cut off there, I was planning to do one certain figure for 200, but then decided to save that for a little later, maybe like video 500. If we're doing that this long. I don't know, or as like a subscriber special thing. Don't know. But yeah, anyways, I'm going to get out of our way our obligatory size comparisons, and we're going to compare with NewAge stuff. So, yeah. We have our NewAge Ultra Magnus. They're pretty close in height. Yeah, I don't know why he comes out like a fucking sky blue. Like, looking at it and the lighting right now, yeah, looking at him at the lighting I'm in right now, he's like pretty fucking teal. Cause like they almost look the same shade, but they're not. They're totally like separate shades. But yeah, here he is next to a Seeker. Here he is next to a Optimus Prime, which I'll actually just put Prime right here. You could tell Prime's much bigger than a Seeker, but he is significantly smaller than a motherfucking, what's it called? Oh yeah, that does undo. Interesting. Okay, anyways, yeah, he is significantly smaller than Ultra Magnus and Grimlock. And then we'll put him right Skyfire, the NewAge one. And then last but not least, the Constructicons combined as Devastator. And that's how that looks. Hold on, let me just back up so we can get him full frame. And as you can see, here he is in his combined mode. Or not combined, but Grimlock in comparison to everybody else. Yeah. Pretty nice, pretty nice. He's a good size. I think it's animation accurate size-wise. And all that good shit. But yeah. And it's funny because, like, 4 of these are, like, the repaints. You got your regular Thundercracker. And then you got your Toon Color Devastator. Because at the time when I bought this, I think when I had purchased it, I don't think the G2 colored or the G1 toy colors was out yet. Or I don't think it was even announced. I think it got announced literally a few days afterwards. I was like, fucking son of a bitch. So, yeah. Or I think the pre-orders might have been out. I can't remember. I can't remember what had happened, but yeah. But yeah, no. I did get him for a steal, so can't really complain there. And yeah, and then there we go. And then Prime I got off of BBTS as well as with Thundercracker, but I am no longer purchasing Legend figures from BBTS because both TF Safari and Show Store Z and TF Direct do have better prices for that. So those are the places I recommend getting Legend scale figures if they tickle your fancy. But yeah. That said, here's all six of these figures. Technically more. But yeah, it's technically more like 11. But yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's that. We'll move everybody. Jetfire here not cooperating. I don't know. Man, okay. I don't know why this is being fucking finicky now. But yeah, okay. So, alright, we're just gonna remove everybody, and yeah. Overall, I do really enjoy this Grimlock. I will say though, the G1 deco, the G1 cartoon deco one, is kind of plain looking. It looks a little weird. And I think that's just because of the lack of paint on there. Whereas the G2 deco does have quite a bit of paint on here, and it looks better because of that, in my opinion. And also, the G1 toy colored one also looks very, very fucking good as well. So if you're going to get the NewAge Grimlock, I do recommend picking up the either the G2 one right here, or the G1 toy colored one, which is very similar to this. It's just the blue's the gray instead. It's more of like a gunmetal, like metallic-y gray. But yeah, there is also a shattered glass version, which does look pretty good. And then they're doing like a battle damage version, which does look fucking awesome. And that one has a blue visor because it's like the toon styling but battle damaged. So yeah, and that one's like painted head to toe. So that's also another option as well. The clear one kind of looks poopy. That's just my opinion. But yeah. Anyways, this was a look at NewAge Grimlock. Very, very excellent figure. And yeah, I wonder if that joint there is fucking metal. It wouldn't surprise me. No, that feels like plastic. Yeah, because you can feel in the metal bits because it gets fucking cold in here. Like the feet are fucking cold and these parts are cold as well. And then like this, I think it's just painted gold. Yeah, because this is painted gold. And then yeah, that's painted gold as well. And then I'm assuming the inside probably is as well. But yeah. So it's not a whole lot of die cast in this one. I think this waist joint in here may be die cast. Like that piece right there. I think maybe die cast. Not 100% sure, but yeah, I can't really do my field test per se. I could probably unscrew this and do that, but I don't really want to do that. But yeah, I do recommend this figure. It's a good mold, fun to pose, and if you're a Grimlock fan, it's definitely a must get for sure. I just buy the weird decos because that's my thing, but I also do like G2 Grimlock, so there's that. But yeah, because otherwise I probably would have gotten the Toon Deco if I didn't like G2 Grimlock. But yeah, or not the Toon Deco, but the Toy Deco. I mean, as I got the Toy Deco for Ultra Magnus. However, like I said in the Ultra Magnus video, wasn't my first option because I don't think the Toon was announced when I initially wanted to get this mold, which was from the Delta Magnus mold, the Delta Magnus version of this. But that one's no longer in production, and I hope they do a re-release of that one. Really do. But yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video, all that cool shit. And next few videos should be some TFCon related stuff, like some exclusives I got in the past TFCons. But yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it. Follow me on all my socials, and oh yeah, in the description now should be my Instagram, which I will be posting photos on there more frequently and stuff like that. Just be like toy photography and shit like that, all that cool shit. And yeah, anyways, peace the fuck out.